shows officers trying to take a suspect or a person into custody under the Randall's Island shelter. There's a large group of people around the officers. Items are thrown at the officers. I don't know if you had an opportunity to view the video, what your thoughts are on the video. Is there any way to avoid incidents like this happening, especially in the wake of the assault of the officers in Times Square? And then I don't know if you have a reaction to the Legal Aid Society lawsuit over vouchers and the City Council approving a lawsuit as well.
Yes, I saw the video and I was briefed this morning, and we are going to have a follow-up meeting. We have, I think the numbers there are 5,000. How many we have on Randall's Island? 3,000? 3,000 men in that facility. The overwhelming number of them are carrying out the roles here, looking to take their next step in the journey. Do you have bad actors? Yes. And anytime you have 3,000 people who are placed in an environment that they cannot work, they have to sit around all day, things like this have the potential to happen. And I've said this over and over again. But the police officers went in, they carried out their job, they used the minimum amount of force to take the person into custody. And we're going to do a review because of that video. We're going to do a review of some of the actions we want to take, because I have to make sure our police department is safe and those residents who are there are also safe. And so we're still looking into this, and I'm going to have a follow-up conversation with the New York City Police Department, the security team that's there, because each site has a security team, and we did a complement of officers that are there also to assist. But this is what happens when you get this national problem on a city. We need the national government to assist in resolving this problem. The lawsuit, Counsel, you want to talk about the lawsuit? Sure.
So the Legal Aid Society filed a lawsuit, and it's going to play out in court. This administration has been exceptionally clear and transparent with the City Council for many, many months that, however well-intended they were in passing the law, it's our belief as a legal matter that that law goes beyond the City Council's authority, and that it's actually preempted by existing state law. So there are significant legal issues, and they will play out in court.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, how are you?
Good, thank you. So one more question about the incident that happened on Randall's Island,
Yes.
The scuffle. So there was some women spotted in that video. I know it's a male-only shelter, so just wondering, is anyone allowed in there? Is there like visiting hours, or do people have to? I believe people have to check in. So just wondering about that. And then also any update on the cameras and metal detectors? I know you guys were talking about installing those at shelters. Just how many have been done, and is there a timeline for when those are to be completed?
Come in.
So on Randall's, it's we have adults, but we also have adult families. So there are women that are living at that location. And your second question had to do with
Metal detectors.
metal detectors. So there's a full review that's happening
Can you
right
bring
now.
your mic down? So
Sure. There's a full review happening right now of the security at all of our facilities, and particularly Randall. So if there's anything else to report out, we will certainly get back to you.
But do you guys have like a list of shelters that are getting metal detectors? And because I know you guys were talking about installing those and cameras.
We are looking at all of the locations as we do every single month to just make sure that we are aware of where there's been an incident, if there's a change that needs to be made to the security plan.
Camille, there are cameras already though.
Yes.
So just to be clear, there are cameras at these facilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's been from the beginning, Morgan. That wasn't since the first incident or whatever.
they're connected remotely also, so we get to complement the officers who are assigned there. If there's a indicator that something is about to happen, we want to deploy personnel when it's possible. And in this incident, we are re-examining when you have to go in and make an arrest like that. How do we make sure proactively no harm to the residents that are there and no harm to the officers that are responding? But I cannot emphasize 3,000 people in a setting that they can't do anything all day. That is just not, I've been saying this for almost a year now, that is just not an ideal situation. Even the most peaceful person being confined to an area with 3,000 people, even if you're the most peaceful person, there comes a time when it just irritates you, you know, and that's what we need to, we need to fix this problem. We've done a great job, folks. 110,000 people who came through our system took the next step on their journey. 110,000 people. Not too many people can say what we've done, but you still have 60-something thousand that are basically being told your American dream is paused right there, and they feel that way.